Yeah. I don't want to get into it a lot, right? And the Sox are red hot, and I'm digging them. I've been betting them, right? But I can't stand them fucking uniforms. There are uniforms that should
I don't
not
like them
be
either.
changed.
No,
Which
I don't
one?
like 'em
Those
either.
city, the yellow and
Yeah,
the blue
yeah,
one?
But they swear by them, and you know what? They're just like a gambler. They're superstitious. They're not coming off until they stop.
Nope.
No.
Exactly.
No, I get it.
I like them. I like them.
Baseball players are wicked superstitious in general.
Yeah.
So, you know.
The hats. Everybody loves the hats. I had Yankee fans saying they loved the for some
What kind of
reason.
self-respected Yankee
Yeah,
fan?
come on.
I'm telling you,
I've never
the
seen
guy
a
on
good
If I'm a
Yankee
Yankee,
fan.
if I'm a Yankee fan, I'll take a shit in that hat.
Well, I'm just telling you, they were talking about the hats on WFAN in New York, and the guy on the radio station there, the guy was saying he's a Yankee fan. He goes, "Oh, the hats are tremendous." He goes, "I got to order one of those hats." I'm like,
But let me ask you a question, and I don't want to get into this. We're going to talk about it. You don't think that some uniforms shouldn't be changed?
100% agree.
I agree. I don't think Canadians should ever change their uniform.
Do you think the Yankees at home are going to say, "Oh yeah, we're not going to wear the pinstripes. We're going to come out with a green and yellow Oakland A's type like the Red Sox are doing right now"? I mean,
Or even just pure white.
It's for the
without
marathon. It's for the marathon.
Yeah.
which is fine.
That's why I like it.
Alabama football, they don't fucking change their uniform.
Nope.
Every team in college changes now. Every team. Even Notre Dame will fuck with it a little bit. You know
Yeah,
what
I mean, the Gators.
Penn State I don't think either. I've never seen Penn State with
pure white.
I've seen
white at home,
the
right?
Gators go from the orange helmet to the white helmet back to the orange helmet.
Yeah.
And that.
But if
I hate
some
that.
sponsor this comes in now because everything's deregulated with these colleges and says, "Hey, we're going to throw $500,000 at you if you go with this shade," you know what's
You're
happening.
going to have to do it, yeah.
Hey, you want to hear something? You want to hear something funny, right? Talk about that NCAA sponsor thing. A business around here, and I'll tell you guys, I'm going to write it down because I don't want to put them on blast. Their ad agency, right? And I thought it was a pretty good idea. They said they wanted to get into some non-traditional advertising. They're going to be a sponsor of ours. But they talked about if I could talk to my nephew because they wanted to pay him as like a walk-on underdog type of blah 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 going there.
Let me know when you're going to show it.
And it wasn't them. It was an ad agency right out of Cranston. But
they can't see.
That's what's
They can see me.
Wow.
He's going to get
Really, huh?
They can only see my ugly face right now. So they didn't see
Yeah,
Clever.
I mean, it makes sense for them to do.
Yeah.
Just on social media. Not like
anywhere,
TV or
yeah.
radio. You know what I mean?
When it's all said and done, he's going to get some feedback as far as just going through the walkthrough process of what he dealt with down there. You watch somebody's going to approach him with something like you said. I can see that coming.
Yeah. He got special teams player of the week. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
I didn't tell anybody else that, but
Yeah, no, you said it on the last show. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, we mentioned that on the last show.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about like this. Like,
Yeah.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm ready to rock and roll. We're straight up everywhere. My
No,
page.
I'm still going.
All right.
Sorry.
No, sorry, crazy. Thank you, Rowdy, for making me money, buddy. Thank you.
No problem.
You got a roll call. You got your fan. They're all checking in. You do like the Yankees. Get a roll call.
Yeah.
Everybody that's coming.
Hi, Grammy. How you doing?
Yeah, it's Sage's aunt, uncle,
all right.
grandmother.
That's
They're like,
cool. That's
hey,
all
I heard
right.
Uncle
That's cool.
Eugene, or cousin Eugene, is making cousin number one is making an
Ace.
appearance at Mesa.
A lot of them are, yeah.
Yeah, Mesa's gonna be crazy. Brian Vianna is getting an award that night.
Oh, I saw that.
We're doing a community service award for summer,
That's awesome.
spring, summer, fall, and winter. We don't doing it once a month.
Yeah.
It's too much. You know what I mean? So we're gonna break it down into those things. So
I like
so
that.
Brian got the award for the summer. So and I had this wicked rich dude who played basketball with my brother for BABC, white guy. He's got a media technology, internet technology company. He's got huge accounts with Walmart, Best Buy, everything. We were talking about a few things, and he heard about the Operation Connection, and his company's going to fund 10 cities in Mass to do it.
Oh,
Oh wow! So it's growing.
Well, I didn't even ask anybody yet, but he called me.
This is what he presented to you.
No, this is what he asked. He goes, "Hey, what's up with that Operation Connection?" I said, "Well, I know what about it was." I said, "It's a lot easier to use pre-existing services as opposed to starting a league." I did that. I carried the Olympic torch. because of the Blacktop League. But the Blacktop League was a bear of a responsibility, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I did it for 8 years. It wasn't a fly-by-night bullshit thing. First of all, you're in the middle of the projects on Thursday night.
I'm sure.
Okay? Every at-risk teen, white, black, Spanish, or Cambodian is there.
Yeah.
Non-stop bus travel. The bus didn't stop. It went by every project and 4 parks. And it didn't. The loop started at 4:30 and it didn't until 10. So you could actually hang out there and watch other games and not miss your ride.
So is that just in Fall River though?
That Blacktop that
Yeah.
I did, that was the only thing that was in Fall River. Yeah, I came up with the name and everything, and we got $0. We got $0 from the city or the state to do that. The housing paid for the buses, which was cool.
At least somebody.
But we didn't have uniforms. There was shirts
What
and
year was this?
skins.
Yeah.
What year was
Playing
this?
down the boys' club,
You
right?
know what I mean? And that's the best way to go. You know what I mean? It was funny. I showed up one time to it, right? And I'm like, and I'm fucking hungover, and I'm running Lizzie's at the time, right? So Thursday night's a huge night for us. We'd have 4 or 5 Patriots every Thursday night in there. Chris Lane, Willie McGinnis, Adam Vinatieri. You know what I mean? So Thursday night's a long, long night. You know, you were there, right? You know, but I wouldn't get done till like fucking 11:30. So I'd be like scrambling to get back to work. It was crazy. And I'm hungover and I'm walking down there and I see all these fucking like SUVs when not everybody had them, and these Mercedes and BMWs and these Audis. I'm like, what the fuck is going on down here?
This was at the Blacktop?
Yeah, the Blacktop. And I forgot that I had let my friend's Somerset team in the league that year. So that's all the guys and all their fucking parents.
But the Somerset kids all probably had nice clothes and nice.
Everything. Yeah. And then all their parents are at the game. And I'm like, we don't really get a lot of parents down here, you know? It's like blah, blah, blah. And they're holding their pocketbooks real close. But some of those kids turned to be pretty good players. Tony Gottlieb turned out being he had a cup of coffee with the Celtics and that, his brother Bud. But yeah. But like this Operation Connection, man, it's just plug and play. So you raise the money, you give so many scholarships to the boys club, so many scholarships to Pop Warner, so many scholarships to Little League, so many times to an arts program, you know, and you make it incumbent on them, you know, you advertise it and tell them to go down there, and they have to be honest with the money, which I think that most of them will. Okay, well, I'm ready to rock and roll, Ali. You ready? All right. Behind the scenes at the BadCatz, we're going to open up the mirror. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the BadCatz Sports Podcast. I am the Hurricane Mike Herren, and this is my crew. As starting leadoff, producer extraordinaire, okay? Rowdy, Riley, Arruda, the fastest 19-year-old gun in New England. Let me tell you that, Birdman. Have you seen this kid, Riley Arruda? He talks and daggers come out of his mouth. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee.
Master of the prop bets.
Yeah, master of the prop bets.
How are we like that right there? The Ice Age and the Birdie.
There you go. And now, do we have this man's video available?
Not yet, but we'll get that next show.
Oh, wow.
We don't
have it today, though.
All right, this is what we're going to do.
I saw it already, so
We're going to do a watch party for Brady's game, if you guys want to do that against the Pats, right?
Ooh, that's a big.
And then and also I'll pay you guys to let's get that file type.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll just stay here. You know what I mean? We'll screw around. I'll get food. And we'll go. You know what I mean? You can invite your cousins, you can invite your brother, whoever you want to do. But and I'll write the list of what I think that we should have. But my man Sage, Ice Sage, have you ever seen this guy do a triple Lindy off the top rope at the PAL? Smash!
I saw the tape.
Unbelievable.
I did see the tape.
We don't fuck around. No pussies allowed.
No, it was. I tell you what.
It's not Pussycats Sports Podcast.
No, I was impressed when I saw that tape. I didn't think he had it down. It was good stuff.
And hitting third, the man with the $1 million memory. They say birds have small brains, but not this bird. Not this bird guy. Rocking the Tampa Bay hat and still high.
Get a Brady hat.
And still high off of that Mets 30 for 30 documentary. Was the cocaine seeping through the TV? Yeah, Birdie.
I don't know. Something drew me into it.
Was the drugs and alcohol and womanizing just seeping through the TV at you?
When it brings back all those memories.
How bad were they? Were they worse than the Oakland Raiders?
I think they might have been. I mean, although the Raiders stuff from the 70s and the 80s didn't get publicized as much because of social media, they might have been a little bit worse. But the difference is all the Mets, if you watch that, those guys had what we call street cred and swag.
Swag, that's
why you got
yeah.
And it wasn't only me. You're the one that came in and brought it up today, saying that Lamar was said.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was,
everybody.
and
Danny
said that was the
we're
best.
gonna do. I think this would be a great hit. Red Sox fans a tribute to that documentary and doing it from our point of view. And I think that could play in New York City.
Yep.
You know, I think that would go if we shared it to the right websites and stuff like that.
There's a lot to talk about when you start.
Can you imagine
dissecting?
Can you imagine how powerful drugs are? Listen, if you can miss a World fucking Series parade,
oof.
I mean, you know, and he's not the first one to do it.
No,
it's not. It doesn't have to be crack cocaine. Guys have drank too much and missed parades.
Brady almost did.
What? Brady had to call timeout.
Well, Tom Brady probably had 2 drinks and he was probably toasty because that's Mr. Clean.
He drinks at the Kentucky Derby. He drinks like 3 or 4 times a year.
Yep. And he gets hammered every time.
Now, hey, too much guacamole, not enough pop soot.
That's right.
Not enough pop soot for Mr. Brady. He gets sponged up that alcohol.
Hell, with his product marketing, you might see some guacamole tequila coming out next. I mean, you never know what's next.
You know he's hooking Gronk up with all these
avocado. I'm sorry, not guacamole, avocado.
Did our boy Gronk have us cracking up during the Manning thing? No.
He's awesome.
They're amazing.
I told you the Manning thing is the best, right?
Yeah,
it's the best way to watch.
We watched the whole game like that. Red zone Robbie G here.
Yeah. Gronk likes to play up to the cameras though because he's saying he doesn't watch film and he lets Tom.
I believe him.
No, because he retracted the whole thing the next day.
Yeah.
I liked when he was like, "Oh, I go in and I asked Tom, like, Tom, what is the coverage is?
Yeah.
Who's covering me?
Yeah.
I just run right past people."
Yeah. And what does Tom say when he's mad at you? I don't know, Gronk. I don't know if you're out last night, but you're a step slow today.
Yeah, you look.
You won't be seeing too much of this tonight. If they have like a unique relationship, it's almost like a big brother, younger brother kind of thing, you know?
How many years he has on him?
A lot, like 12 I think.
12 years.
That's a lot for a lot for a friendship.
Yeah, 12 years.
Not when you get older, not when you get older and older, but that's you know, that's not a college, buddy.
No,
that's 3 years of
that's
college.
3 colleges ago.
Yeah, but listen, man, we're going to talk about that and everything today. Certainly. But big news in Red Sox Nation, okay? Don't adjust your TV, folks. Those corny-ass uniforms that they're wearing are working. Baseball players are freaky superstitious, okay? They're not taking them off. It's for the marathon. Riley loves them. I hate them. Big surprise. Birdie's keeping them on, right?
No, I'd rather see the traditional Red Sox red and white, but they're not going to take them off until they start losing. So until they lose, they can keep rolling them out.
I'd rather see them win than see them look pretty. So.
Yeah, you got that right. Yankees falling apart. It's do or die for them, and you harboring Bucky Dent. And Babe Ruth,
the ghost,
and Mickey Rivers sucker punching Bruce
Bill Lee,
right?
I'm still traumatized from that.
Carlton Fisk and Thurman Munson going at it, right?
Oh, let's not forget that. Yeah. These guys don't remember the suffering and the torment and the years of complete meltdowns that we had to go through. So it's nice that they won all those World Series, but those memories of all that torture and that torment
that's what made the first
back
one.
of my head.
Like I said to people, where is the joy left in rooting for the Red Sox unless some local kid like Tony C came up and dominated, was like a phenom, or we had this crazy life story about a team of underdogs. But we got to the top of Mount Everest when it came to sports, coming down 03.
No doubt. I mean, it couldn't have scripted out. You couldn't put a movie script out to have it end the curse the way it did.
These whiny little millennial fucks, right? They don't even know the fucking pain of 1986 and popping the champagne.
78.
How about the Bruins? Too many men on the ice.
Guy Lafleur.
I mean,
can go on and on.
How about the baby Skyhook? Rip my heart out. Rip my fucking heart out.
Sugar Bear Hamilton on Kenny Stabler. This area was cursed for years. It was for championships, and then something. I guess somebody must have made a deal with the devil or sold their soul because seriously,
it's been crazy.
How did it turn around the other way?
It's nuts.
I mean, Boston, they're hated around the country if won so many, especially the Patriots.
Well, I remember being a Celtics fan as a kid when like Rafe LaFrance, Wally Zerbiak, and like guys like Tony Battie were starting, and I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I love the Celtics, but they're not that good. And then when the big trade happened, I remember being like, all right, maybe we'll get him.
And Larry Bird, was a breath of fresh air.
Well, the Celtics were the only constant that you could always count on to, be near the top. They had,
but even they had some.
They had droughts. No, they had droughts, but they would always retool real quick through a drought. They would never go through a long drought.
That's another uniform I don't think should ever change either.
No, nope.
I don't
all the new ones they come out with the gold, the gray. The only alternate one I've liked was the green and black one from the 2008 year. That alternate, or like the St. Patrick's Day when they would wear it once a year, not when they would wear it every other week. And
you know it's weird too, Mike. When we were growing up, you always saw the home team wore white in the Bruins, and then they changed that. I don't know, 15, 20 years ago.
Merchandising, my brother. Listen, ask this fool how many Chelsea, how many things he has.
That's what I was going to say.
Ask him. He's gonna have
4 or 5 different uniforms.
His mother let me in his room. All right.
Okay.
From figurines,
right,
all the way up to shirts and sweatshirts. I'm gonna say
he's a diehard.
100 things with Chelsea.
Okay,
75
things committed.
Listen, maybe because I'm such a big soccer fan, like I love when teams change their jersey because every year, no matter what team you are, you're changing your jersey for soccer. If it's the littlest thing, like last year, Chelsea's was full blue. This year, it's like a checker design this way, and then this way it's like stripes. Yeah. Every year, like the colors are going to stay the same, but the designs of the jerseys change. And I like that because whenever I see the picture of the players playing with a certain jersey, I'm like, okay, that was 2009 because that's the jersey he's wearing. You know what I mean? Like, I just memorize all of them in my head. Like, oh, that little white stripe, okay, that's 2008. You know what I mean?
The problem is most fans don't have the big brain and the intellect.
No, but it's cool to have like a collection. Like I have a lot of Broncos jerseys. Guys, they're all the same, but just different names.
Let me tell you how different it is. Okay. It was my brother when it first started to happen, my brother's age, right? So it's 5 years after I graduated. Probably this is the very beginning of it, when sports apparel became accessories, not sports equipment. Yeah. Like, we had a contract with Reebok. We were one of 8 high schools in the country. That's how big Durfee basketball was.
Oh, wow.
Okay? Remember the shoe, the pump?
Yeah.
That deep round, pumped it up. We wore the demo model.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
We wore the demo model. Okay. It was too heavy. We refused to wear them in a game. We wanted in a scrimmage. It was like we were running with bricks on our feet.
Yeah, you're not comfortable.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we went down to the black ones that I used to wear. Okay. But this is real talk. We had a locker room full. We could call Reebok and get whatever we wanted. You know, all the gear, everything like that. We had all kinds of sweatshirts, everything, stuff like that in there. But it didn't say Durfee on it, said Reebok. Yeah. You know what I mean? I walked to school in the sneakers that I played that night at Boston Garden in its Final Four run. And the day we played the state championship, I wore those sneakers to school and walked around in them all day. And everybody else did. Nobody brought, and then nobody now with the sneaker industry, sneakerheads, you match your outfit around your sneakers now, right, fellas?
Yeah.
I mean, this. Do you know that now, Birdie?
No.
This is a serious thing. That right across the street from us is a safe zone for kids to change sneakers and sell them. You know that?
Oh, I didn't know that either.
You know that eBay sets them up for you now?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a place that's like a highly secure place, they say, to me.
Damn.
There's a place in Sunset, the parking lot. They have a designated place. All this e-commerce, right? That is going on. But yeah, jerseys. I mean, Riley, how many Chelsea jerseys do you have about?
I went through it. If you want to count just jerseys, I have like 7, I think, and then I have one hanging on my wall, which is 8. That was the first one I ever had. It's like this big. It's really
small. I've got 5 Porto jerseys.
5 Porto jerseys. How many Portugal jerseys do you have?
He probably has more Portugal jerseys.
Yeah, I got like 4 Portugal.
Because they change, like every World Cup, it's gonna be a different thing. Like it's gonna say the Portuguese colors, but like it's gonna be a different design. And I really like the change. It costs me money, but like I like it because it just like it shows you uniqueness.
Does it hold its value like the sneakers do?
Yeah,
eventually, yeah. Like it within like 5 years, but then like 10 years,
exactly.
It'll hold the value.
Yeah, it's like
and that's why cops are taking drug dealers sneaker collections.
Yep.
Because it's currency. But Birdie, I'm not kidding you.
No. I'm not disagreeing with it.
Joey Kaysen's nephew got his door kicked in when he was a kid. He had an unbelievable a Nike Air Jordan collection that was worth like $30,000.
Yeah,
and
they went in there kind of money. Yeah,
they went in there just to steal the sneakers. You know, it's crazy.
It's hard to even get them. Like, so you get to get the ones that are coming out that everybody wants, like the Space Jams or whatever. You gotta like buy a ticket to get in line virtually, and it takes like 30 seconds for all the tickets to sell out automatically. Yep. So it's like
a concert.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
So
you can't get to it.
It's like a lottery just to get
exactly.
I believe it.
Just to let you buy a $300 sneaker.
And then that's the stand in line. And that's the stand in line while other people are walking by, eyeing you, being like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till you come out with these, and I'm not taking them." So that happens a lot.
When we were playing down the boys' club years ago, a pair of Chuck Taylor All Stars for like $8. Remember that was that you thought you were styling. Now it's what, $200-300?
I went to the Nike store in Rentham Outlets, and they have sneakers now that you can like press the plus button and it'll tighten the sneakers and tie them tighter. And then the minus button, it'll loose them. And you can also put it onto your phone, so you don't have to bend over. You can just put it exactly how you like it. And it's like set 1, so then like set 2.
So you can release the pressure.
That's the Marty McFly's right there.
Like we need to get any more lazy in America, right?
Preset 1 if you want to walk around, and preset 2 if you're playing basketball. Preset 3 if you're running.
And let's not forget the poor girl in the Philippines or some South Asian countries that's making these things
Taiwan,
for like 3 cents an hour or some shit. Good old Nike, America's brand.
It ain't just Nike; they're probably all doing.
Let me ask you a question. Is Nike the most famous corporate logo around?
In the United States, I would think so.
No, I'm talking about internationally.
That I don't know because I don't follow soccer.
I don't know.
No, I'm talking about how about McDonald's?
I was gonna say I think the Golden Arches have it.
McDonald's or Coke? I was gonna say.
Microsoft maybe. Microsoft now maybe. Apple.
Yeah, that's a good shout, Apple. But I'm gonna stick with McDonald's for my pick. I just think that's.
Can we look it up?
Yeah, I got you.
You know, and try to go to like a halfway reputable. And what's going on with Google? Man, people they're selling the first entry as for advertising now. It's crazy. Like the first 2 or 3 entries are paid advertising.
Just ads. Yeah.
Doesn't it like diminish the value of Google?
Yep.
Well, they're making money off of it. So
I know. They get you by the balls. Believe me. Birdie, before we get into football, there's a lot to talk about. We got the Ryder Cup, right?
We got too much into that.
And we got the Red Sox. I'm going to bet on the Europeans.
I did.
It's 2-1. The Europeans usually win, and the Americans are act like assholes. They can't get along with each other.
No, yeah, you got
they're beefing. They hate when they act like schoolgirls.
Kepka and DeChambeau.
Yeah.
It looks like
guys.
it's Apple.
No, get over it.
Apple. It's Apple, then Microsoft, and then Saudi Aramco. I don't know how to say that.
Apple and Microsoft.
Now, these are the largest companies, but are they the most?
Yeah,
is there a difference in advertising?
Yeah, I got what you mean.
Is there like a
most recognizable? Yeah.
Because I think Jordan would be up there, but that's technically
the Jumpman.
Right? Yeah,
I
the
would think the Jumpman
logo,
would be in the top 50. I think Nike would be in the top 5.
Yeah,
or 10.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Yeah.
Golden Arches.
Definitely, I think that's got to be one for me. But
so what
I feel like it's all opinion because it's like, you know what I mean. It's just you're just for recognizable. It's like there's no statistics behind it. Like,
no. There's marketing companies and research companies and data that have tested people all over the world. You can find that on there. Just say top 10 most recognizable corporate logos in the world. But the Red Sox can put the final nail in the coffin. You still got that old school hatred, Birdie, for the Yankees. You're locked into baseball?
Yeah, I am locked in. I am locked in.
More than college football, more than NFL?
I will be this week with the Yankees coming in. I'll be watching all 3 of those games. I did see the 2 games with the Mets the last 2 nights, and the Red Sox responded well. That lineup, when they're at full force, Mike, and I told you this the last show, they are going to do some damage top to bottom. They're as good as with Schwarber in there.
Ooh, 3
that
hits.
is a serious lineup. So
why do I like them? Because they got some dog in them, you know.
Yep.
When things don't go well, they never lay down. And I'm gonna go back to Evaldi when the outfielder dropped that
Nike
ball.
at 1.
Dropped the ball. Nike at 1.
Yeah, and then Coke 2.
Yeah.
McDonald's 3.
Here we go. Starbucks 4.
Starbucks 4. Disney 5. 6s.
Coco Chanel. Yeah, I feel you.
Airbnb.
Wow, that's a new one.
Wow.
They must be pretty
8
popular.
Uber. 9 Mercedes-Benz.
Who's paying for these spots? Come on.
Money, man.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
Yeah.
And BadCatz logos comes in at 1,573,000. Fucking cartoon.
That's worldwide, though. Not in Fall River, Mike. You're moving up the rankings in Fall
Oh, yeah, we
River.
got a lot of fucking T-shirts giveaway. And it's Euro 2021. So it's still a little timely, I guess. You know what I mean? Hey, Riley, by the way, my man, prop bets.
On this dude right here, right?
Call him up. Yeah, and that dude right there. You got it.
He's
And that dude right there.
man.
Batting 1,000, that's a pretty good average.
Now, me and Birdie, we looked at each
I got
other
one for you
like,
tonight.
I'm like, this motherfucker is so good, right? I'm going to put money on it. Fuck it,
Yeah.
right? Now, Birdie, he's got a lot of money. He's got a nice house in Westport.
Nah, go easy. I
Yeah,
got a lot of.
nice house in
I live in the lower end section of Westport.
Nah,
I'm not down near Horse Neck, Mike. You know.
So I got $100, and we're going through the odds. And the odds on the first 2 bet, it's like 2 to 1. I'm like,
horrible.
I'm like,
Horrible
fuck it.
odds.
So I got 75 for 100 with the total with the
Over
total
90,
odds.
over 90 yards.
I buried a whole 100. I buried a whole 100 right in there. It took it. I planted it. I said, Rowdy Riley, we're on it.
And the heat was on, but we were sweating the game at halftime because he didn't have a lot of yards in the first half, but I guess he exploded in the second
made up
half.
for it.
Yeah.
Big time.
Aaron Rodgers look good.
Yeah.
The NFL is better when the Packers are on point.
Well, with the
The aesthetics of Lambeau Field with the Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers is Americana,
It's
right?
classic, yeah.
And listen, it's owned by their fans.
Yeah, that's
that's
the best.
right.
One of the only team.
It's one of the most untold, unbelievable stories in all the sports.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if there's a
Shareholders.
reason to root for a fucking team, that should be the one.
Yeah.
You know.
They had 13 championships. I mean, talk about Title City. Well, not Super Bowls, but NFL championships.
Yeah,
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in.
Like they have 2 I think it's like 3 Super Bowls or 4 Super Bowls, but NFL championships, it's 13.
Oh
like
no!
all
They
of them.
this was before our time, even before
Yeah,
my
exactly.
time. That was
Yeah.
in the '60s. Vince Lombardi. They were every year. It was either them or
You know, Vince Lombardi used to have parties in the cellar of his house, and it was, listen to me, it was redone, okay? His wife was a serious drinker, okay? They used to have these socialite parties in Wisconsin in the middle of the winter, right? And the party, the place to be was in the Lombardi cellar. They had like a Rays Ranch, but they had like a fixed up cellar.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that was where, and there are pictures of some of the most famous people in the world after the game in this like cellar with piano. I mean, nothing crazy.
Yep.
I mean,
Wow.
people would minimize like that.
Have
know
you
what I
ever
mean?
been to Milwaukee or Wisconsin? There's not a lot of light, even to this day. There's not a lot of nightlife out there. And this is back in the '60s.
I find it though, Birdie.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
find
yeah,
it.
no. You know what? I would bet on it that you would.
I would find a place to get in trouble.
I would bet
in
on it.
Wisconsin. We're going to Alabama too, so we got to do that.
We
So
got to get down there eventually. Hopefully.
I'm gonna have to send a couple of packages to Grandma. Love, grandson Mike.
Love little Mikey.
Howdy, Michael. You get bigger and bigger every time I see you,
Is
Michael.
that how they talk now?
Oh, yeah, dude, they lay it on. 85% of the world's herons are located within 2 hours of Birmingham.
Wow.
Wow.
How's that for?
Wow, we lucked out.
My brother is, listen, 89% of the year in the fall,
Oh damn.
Neanderthals like warrior ape like unsophisticated creatures, right? My father used to call me the Neanderthal when I was a kid, right? And my brother is fascinated with these fucking genealogy things.
Yeah.
Right? And he found out a couple of them were full of shit.
Yeah.
So he spent like $3,000 to get like the
real
mother load
money.
of it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it validated with the information they gave him though?
My grandparents had me believing I was Cherokee Indian.
I mean, for $3,000 they could tell you something. How are you supposed to believe what they're telling you?
They trace it back. It's a whole science of it. You know what I mean? But this is the one that is it's very trendy now. Like
I've seen it online.
It's a big Christmas gift.
Yeah, the
right?
23andMe's and all those.
Yeah, they're but this one was supposed to be. This is supposed to be
the real deal.
Yeah,
that's a big thing on the internet. Ancestry.com.
My Uncle Charlie said he was African. We laughed at him out of the house. Turned out he was African.
Oh damn.
Angola, Portuguese. You should have put that together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a couple of those.
But it's interesting. Have you guys ever done it with your family?
No. Some of our aunts did it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, T. Alley, a couple of them did it. T. Theo.
Yeah.
So, how many games left for the Red Sox, and how many games are up on it? Can you break down the American League standings right now?
Yeah, I can give.
Because it's all about the American League East.
Well, not necessarily. The National League West has got an insane dogfight between the Dodgers and San Francisco going on, but I won't get into that. We'll go to the Red Sox. 9 games left on the schedule. 3 at home against the Yankees this weekend. Then they're done at Fenway. 3 at Baltimore. This is where the schedule gods are favorable to the Red Sox. We should take a ride down there,
Bird, man.
Yeah, no, I've been down there several times.
Listen, let's take a ride down there, bro.
You'll get tickets down there easy. There's not going to be nobody down there. And the last 3 games of the season at Washington Nationals. So the schedule lines up in their favor. The Yankees are going after Boston. They have to go to Toronto for 3 games. Yeah. And then back home last 3 against Tampa.
Damn.
Now, one thing about the Yankees in Tampa, the Tampa may have everything locked up, but there's a lot of dislike between Tampa and the Yankees. So Cashin, he's a former Red Sox guy. He might just try to stick it to the Yankees and play everybody in that last series. We'll see.
Everybody's going to try to stick it to the Yankees. That's the price of being on top for so.
But the Red Sox are in the good position right now because they don't need help from anybody. As long as they take care of their business, they'll be fine. And then they're on a hot streak right now. So
now, did you see that part in the Rays and Blue Jays game where the catcher went and he dropped his little slip that Kiermaier with where every player from the other team likes and isn't good at hitting, and he went down, he looked, and he was like, oh, he picked it up and walked away, and then he got hit by like the next pitch that came up, and then there was like a bench clearing thing.
Yeah,
I listen to me.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna get fucking hurt.
Yep.
By that. I mean, what? Just so some guy hits home run off you, or they have all these weird like baseball
unwritten rules.
No, but see,
too much.
The difference we're hitting somebody. There's a soft hit, and then there's a dangerous hit. He threw at Kiermaier. I did see that, and he threw like a little curveball, and he hit him in the back. That's okay.
That's why it wasn't a fight.
Yeah, it wasn't 95 miles an hour like it's coming up here. It was a curveball, and it kind of just got. He did throw at him, but it's going to clear the benches. Somebody's throwing at you, whether it's 70 miles an hour or 95 miles an hour. I know I'm not going to like getting hit either.
And you can break a fucking rib.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. You can do a lot worse than that. You can get some serious damage.
I mean, you could be in a contract year, having a great year, and then go to the bench in 2 months. And, I mean, God knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
It's stupid.
No, but that was
a little
add a little spice to Tampa.
Now, let me ask you a question. What if the opposite team would have saw it fall first and then he scooped it up, find his keepers, right?
No, that was what it was. The other team did pick it up. He slid into home, and when the catcher went to tag him, it fell out. And as he was sitting there looking down, he picked it up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's what Kiermaier tried to say, because these outfielders, they have shots on hitting too, so they're keeping a little card. He thought that it was his that had. This is his excuse. He's trying to say when he thought it was his that fell out of his uniform, and that he picked it up and he didn't look at it, didn't think about it until he got in the dugout.
I don't know.
That was his, what they said, and then obviously it ruffles some feathers because the next day
He got hit.
Who's the guy that got hit? They don't even make it, obvious. Instead of hitting somebody else, they go right to Kiermaier.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
The worst lie I ever heard told in my life.
Oh God.
My brother and his asshole friends, right? They're like in 7th grade at Morton. They skip school. They go to my cousin Kim's house. They're looking down. Pete Sunnison, Pete Pavo, Kevin Michaelasic, Chris Herren, Mark Magna.
So
blah blah blah.
Call of
blah 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 blah. They're all none of them are in school. Took a real detective to figure that out, right? And they know what the lie. You know the bakery on North Main Street, Cinderella's, I think it is.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
All right, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know, yeah.
They said they went to Cinderella's and they bought a bunch of Malastarish, and that these old men chased them in a car.
Yeah, you got to come up with something better than
For the
that.
Malasada. You could have walked 5 feet down the road.
I don't know if I
and
should
got more.
smack you for skipping school or smack you because it was a
Coming up
stupid
with a better lie.
I remember in my life. Golly. Okay, the 6-pack of hot questions in the NFL for this week and beyond starts with, drum roll, Tom Brady. Big surprise. Can Tom Brady keep playing at this level?
That man right there.
And there you go. That's that man right there. I love you. I'll never forget what you did for the good times.
I love him too if he played for Denver, but
I love him. Now listen, 2 questions. Can Brady continue to play at this level? If he does, he'll be a strong candidate for MVP at 44. Okay? And question number 2 is this. How are the Patriots going to respond when Tom Brady breaks Drew Brees' record, which is almost a certainty at Gillette Stadium?
And that's the
And the world's going to be watching to see if the Patriots, do him dirty. If it's going to be an interesting scenario there.
how many is he?
I've never seen
400 and something yards.
Yeah,
So he could hit it against the Rams. He could.
it's like 470 yards.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that ain't
It could.
happening.
It's
That's
high,
got to
but
be
you
a
could.
that's got to be an insane game.
Yeah,
for
but
them.
I'm saying it's a
It's
possibility.
Yeah.
It's indoors.
It's
Yeah,
a
it's a
very,
possibility.
very small possibility. Okay.
But there is a possibility it's going to be at New England, like a higher chance.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
if he does, I think they give him the ball, which they do to when
Everybody else,
when
yeah.
Peyton did it, he got the ball. When
Yeah.
Drew Brees did it, he got the ball. Everyone's gonna clap, and then
Yeah.
he holds the ball up, and
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think
Yeah.
because
And
if it's not his stadium, I don't think they're gonna make an announcement. They might.
No, they have to. I've never seen an all-time scoring record
Yeah.
not be broken and not
Oh, they're gonna definitely.
not stopped.
They're gonna do.
So you don't think they're even going to put nothing on the scoreboard?
No, I just said I don't know if they will because the last time Peyton did it was at home. When Drew Brees did it, I'm pretty sure it was at Mercedes-Benz. So like, if he's not at home, I don't know what they're gonna do because I don't remember it happening when he's not at home.
At very least, they'll announce it over the PA. That,
Yeah, that's all.
that he,
That's
that
all
he
they
broke
got.
the
They
record,
put on the big screen.
and then he'll
It's
give
gonna
the,
be more than that.
Yeah.
When Drew Brees did it, and now that you mentioned it, I do remember seeing that. They did like fireworks. They had a crazy thing.
Yeah, that was
went-
at the
at home.
Saints.
I remember-
If it's at Tampa Bay, I expect that. You know what I mean?
I mean,
of
they
course.
overkilled it with Drew
Yeah, they did a
Brees. It
lot.
shouldn't have been. It went on for like 20 minutes. The other team that's sitting out there, they stopped the game.
Okay. Now they talk about are they going to have a tribute to Brady before the game?
They'd better. I mean, you think they're not going to?
Yeah, some people say that they're not going to.
If Bob Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, does
do it,
not do
they're
that,
not-
it's a
yeah.
complete disrespect. I mean, he loves this guy. I cannot see him not doing that.
Roddy, tell him. You say you don't want that tribute for him, bro. Keep it
I
real.
don't know. I don't know if I would want that. You know what I mean? Like he's your. As much as good as he does, and there's gonna never be a better Patriot in the history of the Patriots.
Sure.
He's not on the Patriots during that game. Your goal
Sure.
in this game is to win. The Patriots are not like they shouldn't just give him the win or like not give him the win, but like they
They're not
should.
going to win.
he's
They're not
on
going
your
to
team.
win. But
He does deserve it. He deserves it, and more than just that. As soon as the day he says,
Isaiah Thomas Jr. got pissed off he didn't have a good enough highlight reel when he left fucking. I mean, that could backfire like around the league with free agents saying they did Brady wrong. Fuck them.
they should have gave him a statue the day he said he's leaving. Good. All right, we're building your statue right now. They should have, but they can't obviously. But as soon as he retires, the statue's going right out there. Right, you know where that sign is, where the Revolution thing is, like the turf and then the Patriots turf. It should be right in the middle, right there.
He's got to be cool with it though.
He has to be. I mean, he deserves that and like 14 other statues. But
Yeah.
They might.
So what are they going to do?
I'll tell you what, I have to disagree, though. I mean, if they brought Manny Ramirez back into Fenway Park, Pedro Martinez played with the Mets later on, these Red Sox fans they're gonna idolize the guy no matter what he did later on. And it wasn't Brady's fault because that he left. That was on the Patriots.
Of course it was.
And like I said, if they continue this disrespect by doing this time, they're gonna take this. I can't see Kraft doing this. I mean, I'd be shocked if it came down to that.
Yeah, even if Bill doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, Belichick, if it's up to him, he's going to be like, no way.
Bill, let me tell you something. We got this deal with football matters.
You do it before the game. You do it before.
We're talking about.
You're doing it.
People be talking about this when you're dead.
Yeah, you do.
Every disrespect Tom Brady, especially on the night he breaks the record.
Oh my God, that'd be a.
You're doing it. You're doing it for the fans.
Perception around the NFL, could that hurt them potentially with free agents?
Definitely, especially if it comes out that Bill wanted to do it and Kraft did, or like if Bill didn't want to do it and Kraft did, then they're like, all right, why am I going to go play for Belichick if he's not going to respect me, if he didn't respect probably the greatest NFL player of all time?
You know what I would do if I'm Bill Belichick? You know what I really would do? And I got goosebumps because it's such a fucking great idea. Okay? I would look Bill Belichick in the eye. I mean, if I was Bill Belichick, I'd look everybody in that locker room in the eye and say, right when everybody walks out to flip the coin, every member of this organization, including Bob Kraft, including the water boy, are going to walk out to center field and shake Tom Brady's hand.
Yeah, Belichick will never do that, but
every member of that franchise.
Yeah, I agree.
What? How cool would that be?
No, that would be, but it's not.
It's
not bad. Now, right? Belichick smacks him in the thing. Let's play football.
It would be like
and let's go.
A peace treaty between Brady and
just to
Belichick.
Respect what the guy did for them there. You know what I mean? You think Jackie Slater would have a problem doing that? You think Devin McCourty would have a problem?
No, there's not a player on that team who is going to not do that.
Well, some guys wouldn't play with him, maybe.
Well, maybe the guys that didn't play with him.
But they'll probably still want to meet him.
Well,
absolutely.
They'll probably still want to shake his hand to see him. I mean,
what do you think? What should they do? What
should they do and what are they going to do? It's two different things. At the very least, they're going to have something an hour before the game. Doesn't interfere with the game, do a video tribute, and then Belichick doesn't want anything to do with once the game, starts or disrupts the game. Do it before the game starts. Tell the fans to come in early.
Or post game.
Or post game,
right
but
after it's done.
I think it's going to be a
halftime.
Maybe it'll be a longer halftime, but
yeah, it could be a halftime without Brady on the field. And then
the world's going to be watching.
And then when he comes out, give him the standing ovation and all that.
I mean, this could go down as the most watched NFL regular season game of all time.
Thing about Tom, he's a low key guy when it comes to records. He's a team guy, a win guy. When he breaks that record, I don't think he's going to really want to have him make a big deal out of it either way. To be honest with you,
yeah, that's why I say
that's not his MO.
Everybody wants respect for where it all began, man.
Yeah,
because.
No, but I mean, as far as the record itself, the championships is what he drives him. His records,
but we're all human. We're all fallible. We all have, we all want our due respect. You know what I mean, at the basic levels, and I think that happens.
Well, did you?
My prediction is this: a huge subplot to the Patriots Tampa Bay game will be the Patriots' lack of a proper acknowledgement for Tom Brady. I think Belichick plays his cards. I think they're not going to do much. You know what I mean? It's going to look cheap. It's going to look petty. It's going to look insignificant. Okay, and the Patriots will be on the news not only for getting beat and Brady breaking the record, but for how they treated. Arguably.
What is significant? What is not good enough?
I'm just maybe like
if it's a video of the highlights of them winning all the Super Bowls.
That's enough, yeah.
A 3-minute video.
Yeah, like your standard video that they do for everybody.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think they should do. Yeah. I think it should just.
I don't think it's going to be much. I think there might be I don't know, but I think you got to remember this is Sunday Night Football, right?
Yeah,
Monday Night Football.
4 o'clock.
No, not that game.
Yeah, I believe so. I don't
4
think
o'clock
it's-
window.
Tampa Bay, New England's 4 o'clock. You sure about that?
I'm
I
pretty
haven't
sure.
looked
I'll
that
look
far
it up.
ahead.
I'm pretty sure it's not at night.
Well, this is karma on the Patriots side. I had no idea this record is going to be.
Yeah.
That's karma. That's karma.
Oh, it is 8. My bad. It is.
Comes
8.
around and goes around. They're going to
I
have
was thinking
to.
about the other the Bucks and the.
That's what I want to have the watch party.
Yeah.
Here for that game.
That's on my birthday.
That's history. Perfect.
That's on my birthday.
Well, have a birthday
Look
party
out.
right here.
So for my birthday present,
Yeah.
I would like nothing
Okay.
but
What
geez, I don't know, man, because I
You pick
want
out-
both teams to lose, to be honest, because like I do because
Riley, don't bring the Broncos into this.
no,
please, God.
I'm not. Listen.
How would you
So
want
if
Tampa
this
to
was the Buccaneers and the Chiefs, I'm rooting for the Bucks all day. But like so many Patriots fans root for Brady. Like I don't know who I want to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a lot of fans are not going to care that they lose to the Buccaneers, and a lot of fans are not going to be that happy that they beat the Buccaneers.
I hope Brady beats him 75-0.
So all I can say about this game is they better give Mac Jones the same ovation they give Tom Brady, or else he's just crying and walking out. Because I would hate to sit there and be like, "Hey guys, I'm the quarterback."
This guy right here.
Hey, Mac Jones
That's
got a
it.
lot to gain that game.
Yeah, I mean, what's the ratio of Brady jerseys to Mac Jones jerseys
Oh my
in
God!
that crowd?
Yeah, really. It's
gonna
gonna
be
be,
like 20 of them?
interesting. Now,
Yeah, seriously.
now, Riley. Okay, so listen. What do you want on your birthday? What Chelsea shirt should I have Lisa order? Is there a particular one that you're interested in?
I have
Can
the
add it
blue
to his
one this
collection.
year. The yellow one. They came out with a yellow one this year for the
You
away.
want the yellow one?
Yeah.
All right.
Didn't your mom ruin your old
Yeah,
yellow
exactly.
one?
the
How
old
long does
yellow
it take to ship here? To ship?
Oh, this one.
Couple weeks?
I ordered 4 things at once, and it took.
Jesus
it,
Christ,
took like
dude.
it took like a
It took
month.
like 2.5 weeks for me to get sneakers.
Yeah,
3
but
weeks
if you
for me to
pay
get
if you pay more express, they'll ship it. They'll probably charge you more though. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I get my jerseys from Portugal. So, and
What are we
those are like
looking
2
at for that
weeks.
money?
You'd have to look
If
it up
If you
online.
go straight to Chelsea Megastore, which is like the legit stuff, I mean, 120. If you put a name on the back, no name, it's like 100. And then that's I did 120 because I got the patch that has the Champions League on it. That because no other team has that. It's the Champions League winning patch, and then I put a name on it.
So they
That's 120.
customize even that. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I put my favorite player on it. Or
So it's
second player.
Riley's birthday, but we're committed to a watch party that night.
Yeah.
I
Is
don't know
that
if
on-
I'll be able
is-
to go
is
because
that
I
on
also
a
have
Thursday?
playoffs that night too for soccer.
So what time?
It's gonna be late because my game last week was at 8 normally. So you know what I mean. So it depends what time it starts, but I don't know what I'm gonna be doing.
So that's a week
So-
from Sunday, 4 o'clock, then, or 4:20.
No, 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna find out because if you're not here, we're not gonna have the. We won't do the watch party. But it's gonna be an unbelievable event. And arguably, can we look up the most watched
Yep. Gotcha.
NFL regular season game of all time?
I don't know if this is right, but it
No.
might have been.
Pats Giants late in the season.
Belichick, Parcells when he came back to New England might have been up there.
No. The recent ones have hit like 11 million watchers. Like the Vikings. I don't think this is it, but the Vikings Seahawks from last year that was on Sunday Night Football hit like 11.5 million like viewers, while the NBA Finals of last year only hit 4.5 million viewers.
Sure.
It's like that's nuts to me. But I'm gonna look it up right now.
But the problem is the NFL had 4 million people watching. NBA had 4 million people watching in Spain, 4 million people watching in Italy, 20 million watching in China, 15 million watching in Russia. You know, for some reason, American football don't play well overseas.
It doesn't. So in England, it's not doing too bad right now because they've gotten a lot of games. A lot of people have gotten more into it, and they like when they go to the games in the UK, which I think they're doing this year.
But they go like a big party, though, don't they? It's
Yeah,
like a
but
big party.
some people follow it heavy, and some people find it annoying to follow it because of how how late the games can go. Like our games are at 8.
I don't like the fact that they
5
rip
hours
off
later.
like soccer's been football forever. The NFL just comes in and calls another sport the same name.
Yeah.
You know, if I was European, that pissed me off. No, non Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
no, I'm gonna get it.
Okay, what do you think the Pats do, Birdie?
What, as far as a tribute?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's karma, though, that he's going to be breaking that record. There should be something before the game, at the very least. And
It says
then
the Cowboys
that's the
versus
minimum,
football
I think.
team from last year, 30.3 million.
What the?
30-minute regular season game.
It was the Turkey Day game, so
Okay.
30.3
All
million.
right, yeah.
No,
That's the only game.
NFL's still king.
Cowboy
There's
versus
no getting
football
around it.
Wow.
last year.
Wow, that's a big fucking number.
And they both
NFL's
sucked
king.
last
Yeah, they
year.
did suck last year.
Washington went 7-9 and made playoffs.
It's a division.
But that was in the middle of the season, so at that point, Washington's like, what, 4 wins? Cowboys had like 3 wins.
No,
Yeah.
they were bad.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That whole
Trust me.
division.
That's still crazy, though.
Can Tom Brady keep playing at the level he's playing at?
Not 5 touchdowns a game, but
I agree.
2 or 3. I mean, he played against the Falcons last week. You can't really go by that. That's one of the worst teams in the league. He's playing at a high level. I mean, first
He
couple of
made
weeks.
it look real easy, man.
No, and then the thing
I'm
that
talking about
you
really.
gotta like.
And it seems there's more zip on his shit.
The thing about Brady last week was when Atlanta made that comeback, he walked out onto the field and it was like he said, "Look around." He made 2 throws and it was like, "Okay, enough screwing. You guys all done screwing around now?" He took him right down the field and that game was over at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's that was what I was impressed most by Brady in that game.
I think he can keep playing at this level. I think he's going to. Hey, guys, I don't mean to sound corny, and I've said this over and over again in every barroom in Fall River, New Bedford, in every breakfast joint argument, in every Facebook argument, okay? There are some people, there's 1% of the 1% that are just different, right? And you guys been watching what Muhammad Ali, Ken Burns documentary? Have you been seeing that?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's
No.
unbelievable.
I'll have to check
When you
that
talk
out.
about guys like Ali, and you talk about
those
guys
are
like
guys-
Michael Jordan, and you talk about
It's
guys like
the
Babe
elite of the
Ruth,
elite.
elite of
Yeah,
the elite.
it's-
You know what I mean? And like, it's nice. No, I'm saying this right now to everybody. This man is getting. There's no cliff. He looks to me like he's healthier and getting better as he's getting older. It's fucking crazy.
Well,
to me.
for the 2 games, yes, 100% that we've seen so far. Hopefully. he
No, I'm
keeps
just
it
talking
up.
about like training camp, him running around with no shirt on. Like, I mean, look at that picture of Aaron Rodgers and look at that picture of Tom Brady. Come on, man.
I mean, look at Brady rookie year versus.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't
I mean-
he wasn't training. He didn't have a trainer. He wasn't.
Listen, the Pats dropped the ball with Brady. They dropped the ball with Gronk. And it all stemmed from TB12, and they should have embraced that. Listen to me. Sciences and medicines change from time to time, right?
Mhm.
I remember you weren't told to lift weights if you were an athlete. And this is in my lifetime. You weren't told to lift weights. You're going to get stiff if you're blah, blah, blah. If you're a basketball player, you don't lift weights.
Flexibility.
And
they've
now
taken it to another
it's
level.
coming back to flexibility.
Yeah, it's taken to another level.
You know?
Nutrition.
Yeah.
Diet, sleep, everything that you incorporate it.
Seems comfortable with his family, right? Seems in love with his wife. Happy wife, happy life, right?
You
know?
never see his name in the
I mean,
tabloids.
you know he must be going to get along with his wife if he let that crazy motherfucker Anton Brown live with him.
Yeah, Antonio. Yeah.
Antonio Brown.
Well,
Riley, what do you think?
I wanted to go back when you said, like, when the Pats dropped the ball. He looks really good now, but I don't know if people remember, but that season before he left, he didn't look the best. Like, he wasn't looking like
Sure,
Tom Brady of
yeah.
old. He was making some throws where I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus, like,
Yeah.
he doesn't look that good.
Sure.
The game against the Titans didn't look the best.
Yeah.
So, like, at that point, like,
Tell me 3 guys you had to throw to that year. Quick.
he had Edelman, he had
Gronk was still
N'Keal
there, but
Harry.
he was hurt.
and
N'Keal Harry.
James
So there you
Harden.
go.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
there was throws where he overthrew it, and there was a lot of it. So
Sure.
looking at it from that standpoint, I can understand where Belichick's coming from not
Sure.
wanting him,
Okay.
because it looked like the trend was starting there, and you rather get rid of him a year too early than a year too late. You know what I mean?
But no, I don't think you ever get rid of an icon like that. I think you eat the last 2 years. And you know, Larry Bird retired a Celtic. Kevin McHale retired a Celtic. Robert Parrish retired a Celtic, okay? A lot of people said that was
Or
crazy.
Magic Johnson, but those guys were old school. No, I mean,
Yeah.
But you look at Michael Jordan. Here's a guy that had a desire that would not leave until they showed him the door at
Sure.
the end. And
Like Willie Mays, like
yeah.
others.
And Michael Jordan was
Joe
averaging
Montana.
maybe 15
Yeah.
points a game with the Wizards, but he wasn't the same player. He was just there because he didn't know when to say when. And like you said, Tom Brady's not even close to that from what we've seen yet. So we'll see.
When will when be? Can this motherfucker
Like I
play
said,
until
I'm
he's
done.
50
I'm
years old?
done trying to put a date on it.
Yeah,
I learned
really,
my
yeah,
lesson
yeah,
like
yeah,
5
yeah,
years
yeah.
ago.
Next
He's
week.
had 3 careers.
Well, it happened.
Like basketball. I'm just kidding.
It happened with Peyton. Remember?
I said next week, but I was just kidding.
Peyton-
I don't know, to be honest, because it looks really, 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 really good. And I'd have him in my, like I said last week, my top 2 for MVP candidates. probably with Kyler and Lamar, those three up there. And you're talking about, I said Lamar and Kyler, and those guys are almost half his age. You know what I mean? So that's what's crazy about it. But when is when? I don't know. I mean, if we start seeing it soon, then maybe. But we have seen nothing, so there's no time here.
What if Aaron Donald gets a hold of him?
Yeah, but the thing about Donald
is
that's
the
injury.
only way.
But they don't, though, because he's a better athlete than you think.
He's smarter. He's smart, and his
got a great
movements
line,
are subtle.
Boxing scouts, football scouts, basketball scouts, good in space, small spaces.
And he also, pioneered a bunch of rules that saved his ass.
Absolutely,
too.
Sure, yeah.
There's like 5 of them.
You know the most underrated thing, I think?
Try watching NFL with a bunch of backup quarterbacks playing.
You know the most underrated aspect to Brady for me? Is the most underrated aspect to Brady for me
his footwork in the pocket.
Footwork in the pocket.
Yeah,
It's the best of all time. Like he just stand but not like athleticism, but just the footwork of just moving around, being able to set yourself
Stepping
at
up.
any moment when everyone's coming at you. It's just it's ridiculous,
Sure.
and that's why when Donald played New England in the Super Bowl, I was so hyped because wow, he's gonna get to him, and they couldn't get to him at all. He didn't have nothing going on. So
listen to people. Listen to defensive linemen. Listen to Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, and the guys from the Giants who actually got to him, and other people. And JJ Watt talk about trying to get to Brady and how quick he gets rid of the ball. Like they said, it's insane.
Mm-hmm. The only way to do it is to be a Miami Dolphin.
Ray Lewis said, right? You better be staying up late, and you better have that clicker.
Yep.
You better have that clicker because Tom Brady's gonna have it.
James Harrison, the All-Pro that came from the Steelers, came over to the Patriots for 1 year. Remember the 1 year he played with the Patriots?
Yep.
And he's going to be an All-Pro Hall of Fame player. He said in his entire life, football life, he's never seen a guy that was so prepared and so detailed for a game as Tom Brady was. He said it was mind-boggling.
Yeah. So the answer is yes, that he can see play at this level this year.
Yeah, I got him for 46 touchdowns this year.
Okay.
So it would be what?
I wonder what the bet would be.
Well, because
what's the over/under on Brady's touchdowns in Las Vegas?
That's
because
locked
3 a game
before
is
the season
51.
started.
Yeah.
So I got him at
46. Yeah.
We'll lock
I
that
can see
before
that.
the season started, whatever it was. I don't know.
Big game, Brady and the Rams this week. Question number 2: will Bill Belichick brand of football work for the Patriots this year? The 22-17 wins, the run the ball, the conservative games, the controlled play calling. He's playing football how he wants to play football.
I hate to say this, but I do believe it's going to work.
So do I.
I did watch a little Mac Jones throw, some of the throws he made against the Jets. I understand it's the Jets, so you're going to be able to do that against a team that you can dictate the game to. But some of his throws that I saw, I was like, whoa, I might have been wrong on this kid. They had some zip to him, and he was very accurate. So we'll see.
I think this is the way they want to play, and I think it's going to be effective for them. I think they're going to play different than most teams in the NFL are going to play. And I think that's good.
I believe at the start of the season, it was, this is August 10th. I don't know how much it moved since August 10th to the start of the season. 36.5, I think.
Take the
money.
36.5.
Wow. That would have been stealing money.
Well,
oh my God.
As good as it looks now, there's been a lot of times where guys have started super hot, and then only 1 or 2 touchdowns. I still think they're gonna win games.
Listen.
At 10, you're already at 10 for 2 games. You know what I mean? So it does look like it's gonna be a steal.
And you get the extra game too.
Yeah, exactly. That's something. That's a big thing.
We're all an inch away, brother. We're all an inch away from disaster. Tom Brady's an inch away from a career-ending injury. Yep. I could get hit by a car.
His line is really good. That's why I think he'll stay clean for most of the games. Donald might get to him once or twice, but he's got a ridiculous line, and his right tackle is a second year.
Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
From Iowa.
Plus, they don't hit Peyton Brady and Brady as hard as they hit the other guys.
Unless you're a Miami Dolphin. I'll keep saying it. Oh, yeah. Jason Taylor has the most sacks on Tom Brady out of any rookie. Pro Bowl.
Jason Taylor was an animal.
Yep.
He was a great player, for sure.
And Cameron Wake, after him, became the most sacks on Tom Brady.
So
got to be a Dolphin.
So we're going with Bill Belichick.
Yep. And
it working for him. Are the Packers back? And are you confident Aaron Rodgers is going to return to form?
Easy?
Yeah. Okay. I think he's trying to boost all his value for when he leaves.
Sure.
Why not? And he's still.
I like that new commercial he's got. Where he's like some whacked out guitar player.
He's
That was
awesome.
pretty well done.
He fits the part. He's got the hair. He's
Yeah. He's going through some midlife crisis.
Nah, he's a funny guy. I mean, he beats.
I wonder if he's bagging any random chicks in Wisconsin.
He beats to his own drum.
Yeah, that's all you can say about
He's had some A-list, like we said.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's
A-list
had
spot.
some A-list girlfriends. So I mean,
Does he have a house here? Does he live in a hotel? How does it work there?
I wouldn't doubt if he lived in a motel at this point.
Yeah.
he's got.
Yeah.
They love him up there, though. I mean, they were never going to let him
No,
leave. So.
in Green Bay, he
I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. But
how many Packers actually own houses in Green Bay?
well, I know Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams were
He's gotta be
neighbors. I believe,
inexpensive
because
up
when
there,
Jamal
though,
Williams was a free
compared to-
agent, he was like, "Oh, are you gonna sign?" And he's like, "Oh, I'll come over and whatever or something." But they were neighbors. I don't know where they lived and neighbors.
Sure, yeah.
They were teammates, but maybe I don't know if you would want to live in Milwaukee. You think Giannis lives over there?
I don't know. I
That's
think
what I'm saying,
they might
like-
have a condo.
With the
Yeah.
A nice condo.
That makes sense. You know what I mean?
cost of living up there with the money those guys are making, you could own half the state, though. Look at Giannis. Isn't he buying a part of the
Brewers.
baseball team?
Yeah.
I mean, wow, that's crazy.
The Brew Dogs, baby. The Brew Dogs.
Crazy money.
So Aaron Rodgers back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was never no question on him.
Smashes over for TDs left
one
one
game.
game.
I think, all right. I'm not going all in on Aaron Rodgers being back. All
I
right?
am.
All right.
Well, they got the 49ers this week at
We're gonna find
Frisco.
out.
Yeah.
We're going to find out. Oh, that guy Jimmy G. That's another guy that the Patriots should have got rid of Brady for, right? How you like that level?
I've never been on his bandwagon.
No,
that was-
Never will be on his bandwagon.
That was the great Belichickian.
Belichick. That was what
Oh,
started
wow.
the disconnect between him and Brady was the
Yeah.
Garoppolo, keeping him or getting rid of him.
And the pocket spot
And
and,
then
the
Guerrero.
practice ball. Him not getting a practice ball that he said, "Give me that practice ball. That's mine."
I need to deflate it. Give me that.
The mayonnaise threw some jabs at the pitch. He goes, "Hey Eli, when you walked into the Patriots room, like you had to talk a little softer. You had to have meetings in the shower."
love
So I thought it was funny.
I love Peyton.
It's,
It's the only if you guys are not watching
Monday Night
ESPN,
Football.
like I'm talking to everyone listening. If you're not watching Monday Night Football with the Mannings, you're doing it wrong. Like they bring in guests that are amazing: Kelsey, Gronk, Ray Lewis,
Gronk.
Brett
That was
Favre.
unbelievable.
But I like the guys like Brett Favre who just break everything down. I mean, like Gronk is a good mix up to because he's hilarious. But Brett Favre comes in, it's like you got 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks breaking down play by play. Like it's just so good for the nerd.
I like the comedy of it. I like
Yep.
I like it both.
McAfee.
I like it both.
Yeah.
McAfee was the
McAfee's
best.
awesome.
But listen to me, but they're gonna put some production value in that, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's not produced well enough.
Well, I think that's a cool spot. It's just like you kind of hanging out with them. You know what I mean? Like you're just hanging out
Sure.
watching football
All right.
with Peyton and Eli.
But you think that you look the image of it. Like I think it could use. Like I don't think they were using better stuff than we're using. As crazy as that sounds.
Well, it's
They look dull to me. Eli's background looked dull to me.
I like the cool way that they sit down.
When I watch the stuff now, I watch it from a professional's point of view, saying, okay, what type of quality are they coming with? You know what I mean? Joe Rogan, big time quality. I watched that Barstool podcast.
Yeah, I ended up popping that on. That is awful.
Wasn't it bad?
It was god awful.
Yeah, it was god awful.
Yeah.
Talented, two of the greatest names in baseball history, David Ortiz and Pedro Room, and to go with some chicken shit operation like that on Barstool, man.
Yeah.
wow.
It was fucking bad. So I'm watching it from a different angle. And I think they need to put a little bit of money into it.
Yep.
Right? I think they need to put a little bit of money into it, And I like to see them do it from the house that they grew up in New Orleans, like in the living room there,
Yeah,
just
like-
sitting down.
Do you think they did it kind of just as a gimmick at first? Being like, maybe we'll get like 5,000 viewers, 10,000 viewers. People might not really like this compared to the regular, and then people start flocking to it.
Well,
and
what
then
people were watching it? It's
Oh,
doing
yeah,
well?
It's doing great. I think.
Like, I saw that it was going to happen at the beginning of the year, and I didn't think anyone was going to watch it.
Eli Manning's gold. I mean, Peyton Manning's gold.
But both of them
No,
together,
yeah.
all the commercials they had together.
Yeah.
I remember there was a Super Bowl commercial, them two walking down the hallway, and he like kicks him in the ass. Those are just great, and they're so perfect together. It's
They play on the brother family dynamic.
oh yeah,
And the next Manning is going to West Virginia.
ARCH, Arch.
So not Archie.
Arch. No,
But Arch, man.
That's what
ARCH.
Peyton calls him, Arch. Yeah.
That's Peyton's older
older brother
brother.
that
I don't
got
know
hurt.
his name.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah, he
knew
was
his
a
name.
receiver.
I knew his name.
I can't think of it off the top of my head, so my memory's not always
Damn
as
it!
good.
Let me look
as,
it up. But I knew his name.
Yeah.
They said it in the thing. He's like,
He's a
oh,
wide receiver, scholarship wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he ended up, his hand started getting numb.
Neurological disorder and something.
No,
Yeah.
no Ole Miss. No,
No.
Tennessee.
No.
Cooper.
Cooper, yeah,
I
okay,
should have
that's
known
it.
that. I should have known that. Now, let me tell you something, right? There are things that you see in sports that are the 12th man in Seattle.
Yep.
Right. There are things that you see in sports. I guess the Benfica Falcon is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
Coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that Eagle.
But you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Tradition-wise, right? Very few things as powerful as because we played West Virginia when I was at BC. After the game, when the West Virginia fans stay and they sing, "Take me home,
Country roads
to the place,
West Virginia.
I belong."
John Denver.
West Virginia.
That's big.
Yeah. And the kid said he heard that song, he fell in love with it. He went to a game, he fell in love with it, and he told everybody since he's been a kid he was going to go to West Virginia. And he did.
It's Morgantown, is that correct?
Yeah, great college town.
Been down
man.
there?
Yeah, I've been there. Oh,
Yeah, no, that's almost like the an extension of the SEC, probably, right?
yeah, West Virginia is a very unique place. Very poor, very soulful. People like to have a good time and live loose. A lot like Forever.
Did you get to drink any of that West Virginia?
Yeah, I drank the crazy moonshine.
homemade stuff.
Yeah,
I was going to
crazy.
say, if you didn't go down there and knowing you didn't get some of that stuff, then you.
I was in white shanty
That's
towns. I was in black shanty towns. I was in the fucking mountains.
Why about the
I was in the governor's fucking office.
The
I
hurricane
was all
travels. He gets down with it. No matter where he's at,
Birdie-
Mikey gets down.
You see me out of town. Can we go anywhere where some guy saying, "Hey, Mike, blah, 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 blah,
He's
blah."
the mayor. That's like you're like the mayor. I go to Providence. Your guys are coming up to you. And the guy, who's this
Guy from what says,
They know, Mike, they know the hurricane.
The guy who says, "Yeah, Mike, we won the state championship. Won the state championship final last year. Blah 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 blah. You know, you guys are good. My team's so good." It's like, yeah, you're lucky to play us. We're going to beat you by 30. But West Virginia is a very interesting place, and I'll never forget. This is how poor they are down there. Driving home from college because there were two ways to take. If I-95 was fucked up, or 70, I think it was I-95 to 70, but there was a way to go through
back roads,
upstate to avoid the traffic, upstate through northern like the mountain part of Virginia and West Virginia.
Yep.
So, and I had a lot of teammates of mine. I'll be from there. And I'll never forget 29-cent cheeseburgers at McDonald's.
Wow.
There you go.
29-cent cheeseburgers. I was like, and people are poor out there.
Yeah, well,
man.
that's.
I believe.
Like, give me 10 of those.
Yeah.
I believe
Stock up for the week.
I believe per capita, it's either Mississippi or
Oh, you're
West
right.
Virginia,
It is.
which is the poorest state.
I wouldn't
You know,
doubt that.
and life for them.
You go-
if
you
you
go-
don't live in the coal mines,
You know, you go.
or you're not in a college town. You know what I mean? There's not much to do. You know what a holler is where Randy Moss lives? That was a good journey for Jimmy too.
Yeah, Marshall.
But you know what hollers are, right?
No.
They're off the grid, right? It takes 45 minutes for an ambulance to get there.
Wow.
45 minutes for a cop to get there. Okay? They're a non-tax-paying entity of a community out there. They don't have the electricity always goes in and out. They all on transmitters. And there's like these rows of trailers of small little houses. And it's called, "What holler are you from?" I'm from Holla, Parksdale. I'm from Holla, blah, blah, blah. And it's an interesting dynamic, man. No, West Virginia, but the people love to have a good time. They got a good sense of humor. They'll give you, if they got 10,000 in their pocket, they're giving you five. They're giving you five.
Yeah.
Salt of the earth people, man. I'm happy that he's going there. Will the Cowboys separate themselves and establish themselves as the best team in the AFCs. You said that to me the other night, Birdie.
I looked at the schedule, and I think they're going to be the class of the NFC from what I saw.
NFC East?
NFC East, yeah. I mean, Washington's schedule is just murderous if you look at it this year, so I don't see how they're going to. And Dallas looked a lot better than what I saw the first game against Tampa. And then going into L.A. and beating the Chargers, that was a impressive win for them. Yeah. So.
You want to be 0-2 Monday Night Football.
I mean, Jalen Hurts might give them a game, surprise them, but I just can't see it. That's their home opener, and they'll set the tone for the division, I think, by taking that game down.
It's gonna be a good game.
Bet the house and the mortgage on the Cowboys.
That means pick any other team in the NFC East.
Right now.
Here we
That's
go.
what
He
you want
For the rest of the year? For the rest of the year?
He just put the kibosh on them. by
Yep,
saying
there they
that,
go.
man.
Call Kerry Rivers at St. Anne's fucking and tell him, say, Kerry, put the mortgage, go to Tiverton, Rhode Island Sportsbook, and bet the house on the Cowboys. Okay, you heard? Trust me.
Grandma's house, right?
Grandma's house.
Yeah.
Grandma's house.
Oh man.
Is that for the division or for
Well,
the game?
rest in
For the
peace,
game.
Dallas
For the
Cowboys.
I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles.
You're gonna take them to win the game outright.
Okay, which two undefeated teams will lose? Tampa Bay, 49ers, Cards, Panthers, Raiders, or Denver?
Don't even say what anyone's gonna say over here. I'll leave, and y'all have no more producer. But seriously though, I'll take the 49ers to lose, and that's it. I think. Oh no! Oh, 49ers and Bucks. I know everyone's gonna hate that, but
No, I agree.
They're playing the Rams, and the Rams are my Super Bowl pick, so I have to stick with the Rams. I mean, so I'm gonna go 49ers and Bucks because, and the other teams don't have tough games. Like the Panthers, I expect to maybe blow out tonight.
Yeah.
The Broncos to play the Jets. The
What's up with that backup quarterback for them? Because I bet the
who?
over
for who?
42.
For the
That's low.
Texans.
Yeah, who's the
He's
backup?
not bad. He's a I forget his name, but he
Mills.
did okay.
Something Mills came out of Stanford. 6'4", 225, but never seen him play. So you're going in
He
blind.
played against the Browns. They did okay. They
I've
lost
never
by
seen
10.
him.
But Tyrod was in most games.
Okay, are you ready for the Thursday night
Ooh,
pick show?
do it.
Okay.
Not much of a game this week, though.
But I got a nice lineup.
No, we
for you.
got the whole.
Oh, the whole card.
The
You
whole
mean? I
thing.
thought you meant just the game.
Oh,
No, I thought you meant just.
You think you're the only one?
No. I thought you meant just tonight's game. I didn't know you meant.
I
the
got
whole
a thing for you tonight, though.
I
Hey,
got lines here. I got
No,
lines in the closet. I
Okay,
got lines
all
everywhere.
right.
All right, you
I got you.
All right, Carolina and Houston.
Carolina.
Spread.
8.
Panthers.
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 Everybody's going with the Panthers.
Yes.
Absolutely.
How can you not?
Also, this guy right here you see on the screen. Taking the over on
That's
his
the
receiving.
baddest white boy on the planet.
You're taking the over on
You
his
are a
receiving
bad
yards.
motherfucker.
Over
you
on
are
receiving
a bad
yards.
boy. What?
His receiving yards are 45 and a
Oh,
half, I
take it.
believe.
You're kidding me.
That's the over,
That's it?
I believe.
It's going to be more than that
smashing
by
the
the
over,
time
yes.
we get up there. You know, it won't be
45
the
and a half.
same number. It'll be at least
45 and a half
10 yards
receiving yards.
higher than that up there.
45 and a half receiving yards, smashing the over on that completely.
Receiving.
Receiving yards,
receiving.
yes. Smashing the over on that.
Yep.
That's my prop bet for the week. And I think that should pretty much, I don't want to say guarantee, but I want to do it. It's going to guarantee your money.
I'll do it for you, brother. I'll do it for you.
I'm serious. That all year his receiving numbers are just like 65 against the Saints. Was that last week? And then against the Jets, it was 89. So he beat both of those already.
And in 3 full seasons.
How
he's
long do
got-
you have to wait in that line? It is a shit show up there. You
Well,
know?
that's already 7:15 now, so I don't know, Mike. That one you might want to just let go by the time.
No, fuck that. I'm riding around. I'm riding.
Mike,
I'm
he'll
undefeated.
strong arm a
I'm
couple of guys and pull them out of the line and get into the kiosk. So we'll get in there on
So we're all
time.
going Panthers, right?
I look at you. Do you really want me busting your balls right now? I'm playing one game. Fucking guys like this. A fucking 10-team parlay.
Yeah, well,
fucking.
that's the way
Hey,
it
dude,
is.
hold on. I have a story. The guy had a 16-something team parlay.
Yep.
He hit every single one. It was a
I
$20 bet. He needed the Lions to beat the Packers. He would have won $758,000.
Yep.
He cashed out?
No, he cashed out for 133. That was in Vegas. I saw. He cashed out. They let him cash out for 133,000.
Yeah, that's
All right,
nuts.
that's
Oh,
worth
but
it.
hold on. But why not just middle it, Birdie?
You got $200,000 to middle it with?
You could probably got some
You better get some friends that got money that can come down and
But he
and
would have won $758,000, and that's
well,
like
he took
that's
130.
And who won the game though?
The Packers did.
The Packers won.
Did he have the
So
Packers?
He got the Lions. He
cashed
needed the
out.
Lions to win.
So
You
the
know what I mean?
133 is
Yeah,
better than
I'll take
the
Fucking
donut.
right.
Yep.
Fucking right it is. Sage, Carolina.
Carolina. Yep.
Birdman, Carolina. Okay. Arizona, 9.5 at Jacksonville. The Suicide Watch, Burnout Watch, Meltdown Watch is on Urban Meyer. Tick, 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 tick.
Okay,
tick,
I'm officially off the Urban Meyer bandwagon.
I am going.
Arizona.
I'm keeping
Give me
your spot
Arizona.
warm.
I'm going.
You gonna ride him?
I'm going to
definitely
Arizona.
right.
Ride him, really?
I mean, I'm not taking Jacksonville. I'm just
No.
staying on the Urban
But you
Meyer
got-
wagon.
But
But
you
no,
I'll
get
take
9.5.
Arizona.
No, yeah,
It's a lot of points
yeah.
at home.
I'll
yeah,
take
but
Arizona as well.
I think it could be a
Oh,
27-17.
hey, another prop bet. I'm coming in with
What?
Hopkins. Whatever his touchdowns is, over.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Yeah,
I know, but I'm just saying that's another one for anyone listening.
Well, for Houston?
No, he plays for the Carolina.
Okay,
I mean, he plays
You
for
mean Arizona.
As
Arizona. Okay.
And,
No, we're going to do a special thing.
Yep.
Tomorrow, 10 minutes, film Riley. We got those portables
Yeah.
around here, right? Riley's prop bets.
Good. I want to see
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. That'd be good.
'Cause I'll be betting them.
Gambling's a huge industry in this thing. Believe me.
Yeah,
You know, the
it's
18-year-old
it's
phenom.
it's on every
And,
show
you know,
all
we'll
day
have
long.
that VH1 Rags to Riches story. Riley Arruda once a female, once went 22 for 22 at the age of 18, creating a phenomenon around the world.
Be out in Vegas.
But his mother wouldn't even let him cash out his own ticket.
Okay, everybody's going to Arizona, right? Is anybody betting on Jacksonville?
No.
No.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. Indy +5 at Tennessee. When's Indy going to get a W?
Wentz might not play in this
Tennessee's
game.
my
so,
Tennessee's my team, so
Riley,
I'm taking Tennessee
the
also.
Birdman,
Yeah, wow.
and Sage.
Yeah, this is becoming a boring.
Yeah.
Thing. We're about to get crazy.
Ravens and Lions. I cannot believe the line that I saw was 3.5.
No,
What?
no, Mike. It's 8 points. This is
8?
from the South.
Oh, I might
yeah.
have put that differently.
Yeah.
8.5.
Oh.
Okay, at the Lions.
I'll take Detroit with 8.5. Their offensive line looked real good in the first half of that Green Bay game. They were pushing guys around, and that was on the road.
I feel you, Birdman. I feel you.
Hey,
I feel
I'm
you
just going with the
blocking, Birdman.
points. I don't know. I'm
I
not
feel
saying
you
they're going to
blocking,
win.
Birdman.
I'll take Baltimore on that.
Riley?
8 is.
Where is it?
It's in Detroit.
Detroit Rock City.
No, I can't. Lamar's my guy. I'm going with the Ravens. Going with the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yes.
What is it with Detroit and the music? You think like Motown just set like it up as like this music environment for a city? Because not only do you have the R&B people are from there, but look at the rock and roll bands that are from that were called Detroit, from Bob Seger to to the Stars talking about Detroit Rock City. I mean, Ted Nugent. I mean, Kid Rock. Stop me. Eminem.
There's something in
The Temptations, the Four Tops,
Mm-hmm.
all of it.
What's the
Steve
attraction?
Perry from Journey, arguably maybe the top 3 American vocalists, male vocalists of all time. American male vocalist, top 3, Steve Perry.
Does he get a Detroit tie too?
I think he's from Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't know, something in the water up there, but all that talent.
If they even have one.
It's
all brown, yeah.
But I always thought like it's funny that because it was so identified with black culture and R&B and Motown being being one of the first big African American owned companies up there, But it's just transcended that genre and it's everywhere, It's contagious. Well, what's they say? A rising tide floats all boats, Birdie? Did I fuck that quote up?
No, I never heard that one
Did I fuck
before.
that?
That was pretty good.
You got
That's
that
a pretty
one.
Washington at Buffalo. Ladies and gentlemen, call St. Anne's Credit Union. Bet the house on the Bills.
What's the line?
7.5.
Where is it?
At
In
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Oof. Bills Mafia.
Ray, close your ears, but I'm taking the football team. I am.
No way.
I'm a huge fan of Terry McLaurin, who's a receiver from the football team, and I'm a huge fan of Antonio Gibson. I think they have really, really good weapons. And I think if Heineke can play good enough, they can keep up with them. I don't know if they'll win, but keep up to maybe lose by 4, 3.
Well, the problem the Redskins have right now is their defense is not what it was last year, where it was dominant. Especially their secondary's been awful in the first 2 games. If they can get it squared away, they might be all right. But I'll go with Washington also, 7.5 or 7, whatever it is.
Birdie, you love the fucking dogs, huh?
I like value in the game.
I hear Saints +3 at New England. Pats
All day long. New
Pats?
England. Yeah.
Whoa, Birdman. Where? All the Pats.
It's a bad spot for Jameis
they got a
Winston.
lot of close games. I'm gonna go with New Orleans on this for the spread. I think it's gonna be real close.
But I don't trust James.
I don't even know.
Is there a Pats fan in your family?
All of them.
Yeah,
most of them. Yeah.
Most of them
Well,
are.
your father's not.
No.
Father's a Bronco fan.
All the
Your
boys.
father's a Dolphin fan.
All the
Yeah.
boys are
Okay.
different.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go. Oh man.
Jameis Winston.
Hey, I can't get away from Kamara, so I'll take the Saints. Kamara's my dude.
Jameis Winston.
But
Pick him
I
out.
know I'm gonna be wrong. I know I'm
Serious
gonna be
football
wrong.
player right there.
Yeah.
Chargers +8 at KC.
8?
8? What the?
Oh, Chargers
No.
8 all day long. If it's 8.
I'm with the Chargers. I'm riding with the
No, you know
Chargers.
that Patrick
At
Mahomes, his record against the spread in the last 13 games is like 2-11. I'll take the Chargers if it's 8.
Birdie.
I want the Chargers, so I'll take the.
Kansas City, baby.
I'll take.
Kansas City. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers.
Sage. Bears +7 at the Browns. Browns.
Justin Fields starting first game at quarterback. Jarvis Landry out.
Yeah,
OBJ might play this week. Right?
Might, but he's still questionable.
Yeah,
I don't know if
super
he's gonna.
Was Baker Mayfield banged up a little bit?
He's fine.
last
It was
week?
just his shoulder. It was
Okay.
his shoulder, non-throwing shoulder. He should be good.
The Browns.
I'm taking the Bears.
The Browns.
I'll give Cleveland another shot at home -7.
Birdman.
I picked the Bears last week, so I'm going Bears because I said if they play Justin Fields.
Fields is the wild card. I don't know what.
Bet your mortgage, steal your grandmother's pocketbook, do whatever you gotta do. Write a bad check to your friends.
Can we document these picks?
I bet that's
Can
what
you
I'm doing right
document
now.
these?
We're gonna cut them. And that's it. The Browns. Dick. Okay.
Oh God.
Dolphins and Raiders.
Don't even ask. Just pick Vegas.
Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
I'm gonna do a hurricane. Bet your house.
I don't know who to believe
Bet
more.
your house on the Raiders this week.
Whoa.
Jacoby Brissett. The last time he hasn't played in like 2 years, and the last time I saw him, he was atrocious. He came in the second quarter of that game the other day against Buffalo, and they put up a donut for that game too. I just got a feeling the Raiders are going to crush them this week.
The Raiders.
This is the game. This is the game where the Raiders come back to earth, I believe.
Okay.
They don't look as good as they do, so I'm taking the Dolphins.
You sure it's not because you love your cousin and you're going to back him
No,
up?
I just think the Raiders are honestly a little overrated.
What's the spread on that
I'm
one?
throwing you out if you
4.
say the fucking
I got
Raiders.
4.
Well, hey, I was the only one
I'll
right.
throw you
I was
out.
the only one right about that Buffalo game.
All right. Dolphins +4. You're getting 4.
Normally with 2, I would take the points.
I'll
but-
take it. I'll take Miami. All right.
Where is it?
Fine.
There you go.
Fine.
Go down with the fucking
It's in
ship,
Is
Riley.
it
You gotta-
Vegas?
you gotta
I
run
mean,
it.
Sage. Go
Yeah.
down with the ship.
Yeah, we're
Jets
gonna be going
+10 at Denver.
It doesn't matter what the spread is. Don't pick the Jets
Don't
ever.
ask me.
Ever.
I can't take the Jets after what I saw last week, the way they played.
To be realistic, +10 might.
No, it's
It might be like a 9 or an 8 because.
No, +10's a heavy number.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying like.
What happens to you? I think never go double-digit underdog in the NFL.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to explain to you one reason why I'm going to go double-digit here. The best home advantage in all of sports is having to go to Denver, Colorado,
Thank
and
you.
play in altitude. I was living out there back in the early '80s, and you cannot just go there and expect to get accustomed to that. I don't remember if you were out there right away. And that plays into it. I know it's 10 points is a lot, but I'll take the Broncos.
And we sell out We sell out literally every single game, no matter who's there.
When we were kids, all Olympic athletes got trained where?
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs. Why?
Because of the altitude.
Thank you.
That's a big thing. I mean,
Absolutely.
you would think these teams would.
Dude, walk around in it. It's a pain in the ass. I saw my brother play against Colorado State, Utah, Wyoming, all altitude places, and they all had a disproportionate number of home wins compared to how good they should have been because of altitude and environment. Cincy at Pitt. Cincy getting 6.5.
Oh.
I think that spread's dropped to like 3 points, and the reason why is because the Steelers are all beat up defensively, and they're saying
Big Ben's
banged up, and they're saying he could maybe not play. It's a bad spot for the Steelers.
He's like,
I'm going to Steelers.
I might not play.
He said yesterday that he hasn't thrown a ball since Sunday.
Well, Pittsburgh better get their offensive line squared away because they were god awful last week, and
I'll take the Bengals.
I'm gonna stick with Pittsburgh
Bengals?
one more week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, that's another prop bet. Joe Mixon,
Take it.
I'll take the over on his
Listen,
touchdowns.
we're gonna do this. We'll do it tonight if we got time. We'll do it tonight if we got time. Okay. So who's not going with Pittsburgh?
Cincinnati. I think.
I'll take the Steelers.
Oh wow.
I probably should get Ben against my better
Riley,
judgment,
Sage, Cincy.
Yeah.
because it's only
Take the Bengals now before Ben doesn't
Well,
play.
I got it 3, but he's going
All right.
6.
All right. Nobody's going with the Jets.
No.
God.
All right. Seattle at the Vikings.
What's the thing?
Oh.
1.5.
Oh, so just whoever you think
Plus 1.5.
Yeah, literally whoever. you think is
Minnesota
gonna win.
was a fumble and a missed 37-yard field goal away from should be 2-0.
Yeah.
They're playing at home.
I'm going with them.
I'm going
going
to
with
take
the
the
Vikings?
Vikings, yeah.
You like that, Birdie?
Yeah, well, I don't
How you like that?
So it's in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
All right, so if it's in Minnesota, I'll take the Seahawks.
It's only a 1.5
I'll take the Seahawks.
Oh.
How you like that, Birdie?
Yeah.
That's
Give
your
me,
guy.
Give me Kirk Cousins.
Oh my God, I just love that.
I-
How you fucking like that, Birdie?
I got a lot of cousins. I'll take Kirk Cousins.
That was
Hey,
the
there you go.
That's the worst,
Let me tell you
worst
something.
contract in the history
Oh,
of sports.
tell me.
No.
Fucking
Contract's not that
pigeons.
The money they gave him.
I got a lot of cousins. That's funny. Right
Man.
there. That's the line of the day. Mr. Arruda, what would you like
Seahawks.
to?
Seahawks, please.
Riley going against the trend.
Russell Wilson's my
Tampa minus
dynasty
1
quarterback.
at the Rams. Let me tell you something. Where's my cue? Right there.
Bet the
I'm going to
house.
tell you again, okay? You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off the fucking Lone Ranger. And you don't bet against Tom motherfucking Brady. Jack.
Well, you might when you're laying a 1.5 on the road and you're getting a 1.5. The Rams.
Again, just destroy my bugs.
No,
right
a
now.
lot of
Just
people.
fucking step all over Birdie.
You said that the Rams are going to be your Super Bowl pick.
Yeah,
right?
I
So
saw
how
that.
many games
Oh.
are you going to get the Rams at home this year where you're getting points? Probably
None.
just this game.
Yeah. 1
That's all I'm
point. 1
saying.
point.
It wouldn't. I picked them to win the Super Bowl. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if they could get blown out here. And this is the game where it's like, okay, we gotta act serious now. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So I could see a Rams getting blown out. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
One
but they
more,
look really good
one
so
more
far.
little nugget.
Uh.
The Rams went where last year on the road and won? At Tampa? Against
Seattle.
Tom Brady?
Yeah.
No.
No,
The
oh, yeah,
Rams,
oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
who? Jared Goff?
Yeah.
And he's not there no more, so I'll take the Rams plus the 1.5.
Motherfucker.
Hey, it's just.
There's no money on this, Mike. If I'm betting, I'm going to casino. I'm not going to be going there and saying, give me the Rams.
I'll take Tampa on that.
So 2 against Tampa, 2 for two for LA.
People continue. The definition of insanity is exactly what happens every football season. People go against Tom Brady every year,
It's called
and you get the same results every year. Tom Brady wins, right? Win, no matter what. Number 12, telling you.
Unless it's in
5
Miami.
weeks last year, they didn't win, and this could be one of the weeks.
Sure.
They're not going
Sure.
undefeated.
You
We know that.
take you take your 5 losses. I'll take my 16 wins, and I'll see you in Canton.
Yeah.
Green Bay +3 at San Fran. Ooh,
The
nah.
49ers, in the last 3 or 4 times they've played Green Bay, have absolutely blown the doors off them every game, including the playoff game, 2 years ago?
Well, you've been doing some studying, huh?
It's in there. It's in there. When,
You don't forget anything.
when you cash your ticket, you really don't remember. When you lose a game,
Fucking like
you remember all the losses.
South Park.
I might have been on Green Bay in a couple of these games. This one's the hardest game of the week for me to handicap. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers looked good Monday night. Something tells me go with Aaron Rodgers.
When in doubt, bet the quarterback, Jack.
I'll take Green Bay plus the field goal.
I'm going to go Green Bay, yeah.
Yeah,
I like the 3.
I'm going with the Cheeseheads over the Khakis. So they got the target
Make it a
outfit.
clean sweep.
Obviously, come on.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Green
your
Bay.
guy. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
that's
your guy.
A-Rod.
He's going to be wearing what color next year? Orange?
I hope.
Orange and blue.
Oh my god, don't even. That would be the best.
It'll be a fucking heart attack on fucking Glasgow Street.
Literally.
Fucking bonfire.
How did we do last week? Did we get the numbers
Terrible.
from last week? No.
I didn't do bad.
You know, locked up with this. You don't got it.
Out of us.
Say just got it.
Just because the fans asked, let's just take a quick
Maybe I shouldn't have. He
How's
was
that? How's that? Give it to me now.
He was saving that.
Give it to me now.
Wait. Can we finish the last game?
Oh, yeah, we got one more
We have
game.
one more game. One more game.
Dollar. Steal your mother's pocketbook, your grandmother's pocketbook, your daddy's pocketbook, and your girl's pocketbook, and bet them on the fucking Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
We them boys.
We them boys. We them motherfucking boys.
So what's the points though?
Don't matter.
For the Cowboys?
4.
For the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I'll take Jalen Hurts. I actually think he's looked really good this season. Like no jokes, like he's looked really good. He's threw some bombs and he was rushing a lot, which I really liked because it helps the team out.
What's Philly's defense going to do in this game, though? That's the problem.
Yeah, but if Hurts, I get that, but if Hurts keeps doing what he's doing, I think he can keep up with them. Like he's looked really good, and Smith has looked really good.
Cowboys blow them out and separate.
Yeah, I don't see the Cowboys.
Put me
losing.
down for the Eagles.
The home opener in Texas, Jerry Jones with his entourage up in the luxury box.
What do you guys say?
Taking Dallas. Don't let anyone hear me say that.
I do love CeeDee Lamb though. He's
He's a okay. Now I tried to bullshit my way through this shit, but the pain's coming.
Yep.
Go ahead, just smash all
There we
that.
go.
All right. So
Smash all that.
I lost on the spread, but I was the only one to choose Washington over the Giants.
Okay.
But it was a 4.5 point.
No, yeah, because me and Riley had the points in that game. I remember.
Just give us the breakdown of overall record.
We all picked Pittsburgh versus Las Vegas.
That was
So that sucks.
Me and Riley had the Bears and against the Bengals. So
that was a push, though,
The Bears
wasn't it?
won,
Was
yeah.
it 3.5?
It was 3.
It was 3, yeah.
Oh, so it was a push.
Yep.
So what do we have the records calculated?
So
As of right now, I don't think anyone has a single point.
yeah, no.
No one has a single point.
Put it right there. I'm gonna do the records. I'll have it next week.
All right. So
I'll come home with nothing to do one night and like fucking Chinese torture. Anything you want to talk about in that game? Anything you're proud of?
yes. So you guys all dogged me for not picking Miami against Buffalo, and that was a shit show.
Hey, how read the second to last one down there. What is that one?
Oh, let's see.
You know exactly what it is.
Chiefs,
Tell us what it
Ravens.
is.
We got
Chiefs,
Chiefs, Ravens.
Oh, what's the names over there?
Riley's like a fucking lawyer or a Fed. He never asks a question that he doesn't know the answer.
answer.
We got-
That's the sign of intelligence.
We got a solo RA on the side of the Ravens. 3.5 points though. What was the final score?
Yeah,
They won. They won the game outright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There we go.
What are you gonna do? Hey, listen. Tough to do it better than we did it today.
Yep.
Again, BadCatz Sports. We're on a roll, folks. Peace.